Hello everyone, welcome. I am Super Cool Blaze, as you can tell by my super cool glasses, and my super cool gamer chair, and my super cool drink. Welcome to the stream. We're about to watch some girls get into it, and not in the way that you want. There's gonna be blood flying, hair being pulled, who knows? There's no telling what waifu will come out on top. Are you ready, doobies? Are you ready? Are you ready to see what waifu will come out on top? I'm gonna tell you now, we do have a few rules for tonight. Okay, rules are simple. Rules are simple. A waifu will be judged based off of 3 criteria. Her beauty, her importance to the story, and last but not least, would she actually make a good wife? That's what we're gonna be judging today. Thank you, AN moderator. Y'all ready for this? You've said, I've picked. There were a lot of entries that I had to narrow down. There were a lot of entries, and I'm proud of you guys. That was me ripping from my monster can. I mean, my creature can. No copyright. We are going to rank these waifus that I have narrowed down to a mere 20 from 65. Alright. And we're gonna have a ton of fun doing this. We're gonna be chill. We're not gonna throw hands. Don't matter what team you're on. We're all fans here, okay? We're all fans here. Alright, here we go! Are you ready, everybody? Some loser left this dungeon, so I'm just using it now. Are you ready to be judged? Are you ready? Here we go. Let me know how the volume is. I'm gonna turn it up just a bit. Really give you that ambiance. Is it too loud, too quiet? Let me know. Actually, this might get a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down. Alright, we got our battle music going. Are you ready to see the ultimate waifus? First up, we have Ariane from Skeleton Knight in Another World versus Wiz from Konosuba. These girls were pitted against each other, kind of just based off feels. Alright? I tried to pick ones that were similar in aesthetic, or similar in personality, or similar in terms of the animes that they came from. The criteria kind of changed, but in general, I just tried to make it a decently fair fight between these wonderful ladies. So, Ariane or Wiz, let's start the list. We have to decide between these criteria: her beauty, her importance to the story, and last but not least, would she actually make a good wife? Now, I personally, as I was saying earlier, I'm decently surprised in you guys. You guys did not pick a lot of the common waifus. So I can say just this once after I take another fat rip on my monster, I mean creature. No copyright. We don't want to get copyrighted here, not during the sports finale. So, I thought your waifus would be basic. I thought I'd see stuff like, I like Asuka from Evangelion. Or, you know, Rem from ReZero. I'm decently surprised. You guys picked a lot that I was either very unfamiliar with or straight up didn't know. So this truly is gonna be a fight between the fans. I am simply a commentator. So guys, who do we believe to be the more beautiful of these two wonderful women? Is it the red side or the blue side? Ariane or Wiz? Who could it possibly be? Who could it be? The poll is going up now. Try to talk to your fellow teammates. Let them know, well, you're all on one team, or you're on different teams. You're on whatever team you want to be. But in general, fight it out in chat. Try to convince your fellow chatters to side with you. And, of course, since I am but a commentator, I will offer my commentation. So, obviously, there are some pretty fine assets on both of these ladies. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. If I had to say whose color palette I personally prefaced, or preferred I meant to say, excuse me, I would say Ariane. I really like the light hair. They do have the same colored eyes, but I think I like the red a bit more than the purple, you know? I think I like the red a bit more than the purple. Also, yes, she is an elf girl, and elf girls are pretty top tier if I do say so myself. I think, I don't know, I'd kind of think that, well, I'd only want one of these beauties standing next to me, you know? My vote goes with Ariane, but it's all up to you guys at the end of the day. Wiz is pretty plot important. And is super nice. I see. Elf with white hair. That is a pretty important part of the puzzle. Wiz's beef with a 13-year-old wizard. Is that good or bad? I don't know. If she's constantly having beef with children, perhaps not very great. Oh, it's tied. It's tied. Rubies, you simply cannot decide. Ooh, it's swinging in Wiz's favor. Tell me, Rubies, why do you believe Wiz to be the more beautiful? Remember, this is the beauty question. Who is more beautiful of the two? Are you just picking Wiz because she has fatter tits? Be honest. Mine is for Ariane. I've watched the anime and she is plot important. Guys, we're only voting on beauty. This is the first part. This is only beauty. Seems like you guys are leaning on Wiz. I'll give you 10 more seconds, Rubies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner of the first poll is Wiz from Konosuba. She now has 1 point. Who will win the second round? The next question is importance to the story. Who has more importance to their story? Is it Ariane or is it Wiz? State your case to your fellow Rubies to try to bring them over to your side. The ultimate battle is beginning once again. Now, I cannot say much about these two characters, as again, I do not know them all that well. So I'm just going to be reading off what you Rubies are thinking about this. Wiz has the face of a mom who dies to push the main characters to start their journey. That's depressing. I know neither about either. That's fair. Well, I guess if you do not know and you don't want to look up the importance to their story, just base it off of how important they look. So, a bit of another beauty question, I suppose. Be serious. Is Wiz in the plot 99% of the story? Be serious. Ariane basically tags along the MC and does stuff in the anime and manga. Then Wiz might not be all that important to the story, unfortunately. Ariane is literally the heroine. That's a pretty good case. I personally would go with Ariane then, if Wiz is more of a side character. I mean, I'd say Wiz, but only because I have a friend who looks like her. You might want to tell your friend that you want her to be your waifu for lifeu. Wiz did save them several times, though. Did Ariane save the characters in Horror Story? I wonder. That may be the deciding factor. It's about 50-50 right now. What flavor you sip in, Super Cool Blaze? Water flavor, like only the coolest of gamers. Sponsored, not sponsored. So Wiz is just there for plot convenience. Having seen both shows, it's easily Ariane. It's a side character versus the main heroine. Well, then this might go to Ariane. I'll give you Ruby's 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The winner is Ariane! The girls are tied, 1 for 1. This will be the final deciding factor, which is, would she actually make a good wife? Now for this is more of a personality type question. Alright, so once again, I'm going to need help from you newbies in chat. What are the personalities of these lovely ladies, if you could sum them up for every newbie? So we have Ariane versus Wiz. Who has the better personality? Who could actually make a good wife? No idea who Ariane is, but I choose her because I don't like Wiz. That is a fair opinion. That is a fair opinion. Wiz is wife material, for real, for real. I see. Wiz 100% wins this. You guys are super on the case of Wiz. She's a klutz. She's so kind and loving. Definitely wife material. Ariane married the main character? Ooh, that means she's guaranteed to be a wife. If you are the main character in her life. Ha 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 ha. Wiz for sure then. Well, we have one that truly is a wife and one that might just be a good one. Neither is a good wife. But if I had to pick, it's Ariane. In my defense, yes, she's prickly, but she cares a lot. She always has your back, and she'll always do her absolute best for those close to her. Ariane seems to be the one that you want. Tsundere versus Fluff Klutz character. That is the truth. It has now become a battle between Tsundere and, well, I don't really know what the Klutzdere is. I guess maybe Dandere if she's a bit shy, perhaps? If that's the shy one, if I'm remembering correctly. I have a lot of questions with Wiz, because she's technically undead. That leaves me with quite a few questions, too, if I do say so myself. Ariane can do all that without being clumsy? More like Klutzdere. Alright, I'll give you newbies 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You newbies have decided on Wiz! Wiz is the ultimate waifu of round 1. I hope you're happy with your choice, newbies, because she is moving on to the next round. But for now, we will leave her, and we first must see who is the best of these next 2 waifus. Are you ready to see the next 2? We have Katarina Clays from Dun Dun Dun. My Next Life is a Villainess versus Shaltier from Overlord. Once again, this is a 3-part segment, and we will start with the first criteria, which is her beauty. So rely only on your very respectful eyes, Ryubi. Is it Katarina or is it? Shaltier. Why does everyone have to have really complicated names in anime? Come on. I'm already really bad at spelling. Anyways, who is the more beautiful of these two lovely ladies? Now, me personally, I would say that my type has to lean more towards Katarina. You know, she looks much more lovable. And much more, well, just lovely in general. You know, Shoutier, perhaps I'd be a bit afraid of her, to be honest. She definitely looks like she is a member of the undead, and I don't know how I feel about that. Shoutier is prettier if it's real. I also forgot to turn off a DVR. Whoops. How does this always happen? Do I need a mod check for that too now? I guess it wouldn't really work because, well, I can't start the stream. I really should just put a sticky note on my monitor. Anyways, Goth Beauty. Yeah, this really is kind of a fight between more... what would you call it? More typical noblesse versus a darker type. So really, it's a goth girl versus normal girl fight if we're really thinking about it. Remember, guys, this is only about beauty. This is only about beauty. Vote only with your eyes, not with your heart or your mind. I will give you newbies 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You newbies have voted on Katarina Clays for the more beautiful of these two wonderful ladies. So now, we will choose on the next criteria. Her importance to the story. Once again, we are faced with a main character versus a side character, unfortunately. But one could argue Shoutier is very important, so we shall see. What do you newbies believe? Damn, this is rigged. I'm not trying to rig it. It just worked out like that, okay, man? I'm sorry. I am distraught. MC versus side character rigged? Well, look, man. These ones, admittedly, I kind of pitted them together more just because they both looked very similar as far as the whole noble gear and whatnot. Don't you judge me. I'm the cool guy here. I'm the cool guy here. You got this water-flavored creature drink? No, I don't think so. Yes, and they are both kind of, sort of, technically villainesses. So there you go. Katarina is the story. That's true. She is the story, but, you know, like, think about it in terms of, like, well, okay. In cases like this, I suppose you could think of it more of whose part in the story do you prefer more? Maybe that should have been the original question from the beginning. Oh well! We're making amendums. If she wins twice in a row, does the waifu move on? Yes, the waifu does in fact move on. So I suppose, again, you could vote more for whose part do you like more in the story, if you don't care for importance. Importance is more of your experience with the story. Who is more important to your experience of the story of the two? Shoutier is solid. She doesn't deserve this. I'll give you 10 more seconds, rubies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have decided on Katarina Clays, so she will move on to the next round. I am sorry, Shoutier. Away with you! She has lost this fight for now. Oops. I clicked the wrong thing. Don't worry. Are you guys ready for the next waifu? Now we will instead consider it more of importance to your enjoyment of the story. Because sometimes main characters are not the best part of the story. I think we can agree on that. Yes, R.I.P. Shoutier fans. You lost in a technical. Alright, next we have Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners versus Pao Nekoyanagi from Sabikui Bisco. Wait, that's the wrong one. It's Nico Robin from One Piece! I read the wrong line. Look, I'm trying my best here. I'm just an announcer, okay? I'm just an announcer. I'm just an announcer. Alright. So first and foremost, we start with her beauty. Once again, look only with your eyes, Ryubies. Is it Lucy or Nico? Now, it really depends on the type. You know, what sort of aesthetic do you prefer? And me personally, I do prefer the cyberpunk aesthetic. Me personally. I'm not really one for the beach babe, you know? I really do prefer Lucy. I mean, her hair is nice and colored and, you know, she's got some, let's just say, windows. Windows to the soul. Lucy has the advantage as people have seen her. That's fair. That is fair. But Nico's are almost out there, so Lucy is a cyborg, very customizable. Exactly. Those puppies could be bigger. Robin has more of plot. That is true. That is true. She looks like Tubi. This is definitely near bias. Oh no, near bias has not even started yet, you fool. Lucy has that natural beauty. I don't know if I'd call it natural. I don't know if I'd call it natural, but sure. Robin is natural. Lucy's just a robot. Exactly, exactly. If I were to pick on beauty alone, again, beauty alone, I would go with Lucy. So I'm going to give you Rubies 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You Rubies have gone with Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Next up, her importance to the story as far as your enjoyment goes. Her importance to your enjoyment of the story. Is it perhaps Lucy? Or is it Robin? Convince your fellow newbies that your answer is correct, and maybe they will help you vote the waifu who will stay. They are both very important. Well, how so? How so? Lucy is literally what moves the story forward. Well, do you enjoy her in the story? Do you enjoy her? Nico Robin's backstory makes me cry buckets of tears. Well, then she may be more important to your enjoyment of the story. Can't get One Piece without Robin? True, true. Robin is just a plot device that gets trotted out whenever Oda thinks the story is stagnated too long. Ooh, that's a fire opinion! That earns you a quick rip of the creature can. Nico is legit the key person to solve the whole mystery of One Piece. There is a heated debate going on now, it seems. Ooh. Things are spicing up in the Ruby court. Seems like you Rubies are fighting more than the girls. Alright, Rubies, 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is Lucy. She will go on to the next round. Nico has been knocked out. And now, we will choose between Black Gold Saw from Black Rock Shooter or Pau Nekoyanagi from Sabikui Bisco. So this might be difficult for some of you guys. So you might just have to, again, really pay attention to what the newbies in the chat who know who these are. So, yeah, listen to your fellow newbies. Some of you might have to act as a general, you know? But for now, you don't have to worry about the importance question. Let's stick purely on appearances. We have Black Gold Saw or Pau. Who's the prettier one of the two? They're not exactly different aesthetics, but there is, you know, there's different aesthetics, basically. One's more of the typical Demon Lord Empress looking kind, and the other is bit of a more rougher warrior, perhaps, similar to Blaze Shinryu. I only know Black Gold Saw, but she totally wins this one. Pau just wants to protect her family. What more could you want? Remember, this is based on beauty alone. This is based on beauty alone. Only the outside, not what's inside. 10 seconds, newbies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can't crack my neck. There we go. The answer that you newbies have gone with is Black Gold Saw. So she gets the first point. Now the next one is the criteria of her importance to your enjoyment of the story. So, you might have to listen to the newbies in chat who know about these girls. So you newbies who know about these girls, stake your claim to get the fellow newbies to vote in your favor. Is it this one or that one? Is it she or she? Is it Black Gold Saw or Pau Nekoyanagi? This might be the deciding factor. So let's see what you newbies have to say. But isn't that part of having a waifu? Beauty on the inside is important as well. Yeah, we do have that type of thing. It's usually this round, but you know, these are not very well-known characters. Pau is crucial to the emotional core of the plot. Well, by the way, after you finish voting, you can click on the poll and it'll shrink it a little bit if it's blocking. That might help a little. Otherwise, I can't control that. Not heard of either of them. Well, quite frankly, neither have I. Neither have I. So, I don't even know what a waifu is. Pau is the second main character's sister, and her condition is what sparks the whole adventure on the main character. Plus, she has many cool badass fight scenes. Plus, she's really strong. Yeah. If they have horns, they're probably important to the story. They might very well be. They might very well be. 10 more seconds, rubies. Unless anyone has an argument for black. Anyone? Anyone? You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This goes to Pau. Neck and neck. 1 for 1. The final poll is, would this girl making good actual wife. So for those who know these girls' personalities, or if you just kind of want to go back to the beauty part of it, go right ahead. It's however you want to vote. So, is it player 1 or player 2? Who would be the better actual wife? I will say, those hands that, that she's got, they look kind of scary. I don't know if I'd want her as my wife. I think I might have to go with Pawu on this one. Me personally, that's my vote. Cause, otherwise, whew, I don't know, it's a bit spooky. Would you want the spooky one as your waifu for Laifu? Black Gold saw his human persona might have a better chance, to be honest. That's fair. I was not told a specific one. You like gauntlets? I do, but not always. Not always. Wife material equals latex. Spooky for life. Her personality is quite caring, but she'll do anything for those she cares for. Even risk her life. Plus, she has an aggressive, mischievous side, too. Which one? Pawu? Black would be pretty short married life. Both. Black can end me. Well, 10 seconds, newbies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You newbies have voted Pawu! She will move on to the next round. Unfortunately, Black Gold Saw is going to be eliminated. Dun dun dun. Next, we have... Are you ready? I said, are you ready, newbies? Are you ready? We have... Oops, that's the same one. Makise Kurisu from Steins Gate. Or... Senjogahara Hitagi from the Monogatari series. This may be another difficult one. Alright. Based only on beauty. Based only on beauty. Is it Makise or Senjogahara? Beauty only. It's only on the outside. Only on the outside. Why would I do this? Because I'm the announcer. Because it's fun. Vote with your eyes. I prefer Senjogahara's looks. Ah. That is unfortunate. Makise looks like Monica, and that scares me. My number 1 and number 2, Pain. What's my choice? Ooh, beauty-wise? That is a hard one, but I'm gonna have to go with Makise Kurisu. I prefer her color palette more. Not a fan of the Steins Gate art style. Oof. Makise is prettier. She really looks like Light Yagami. She does look like a female Light Yagami. A ball joint for a neck. Oof. Kurisu is pretty good looking as well, but Senjogahara has the edge for me. Not even a fan of purple, but she rocks it. 10 more seconds, newbies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For this round, you all have voted Makise. The first point is awarded to her. Next is going to be her importance on your enjoyment of the story. So did you enjoy her as part of the story? Enjoyment only. Is it Makise or is it Senjogahara? Who could it be? For me personally, because I have experienced both of these girls, I personally really enjoy Senjo Gahara more. I like this girl's personality and how she just, you know, I mean, she's actually the one that kind of sticks with the main character the most, so her enjoyment of the story was a very big part of it. And Steins Gate does have many characters. Kurisu was way more important to the plot overall. Well, it's a hard choice, isn't it? Senju Gahara is pretty cool, but she definitely is not as relevant to the plot of things compared to Kurisu's role in Steins Gate for obvious reasons. Yes, for obvious reasons, yes. Makise is much more important, but Senju Gahara is more fun to be with. Makise has the cool nerd vibes going on about her, but Senju Gahara would literally stab you. It is quite the hard battle. You have 10 more seconds to decide. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You have voted on Makise. Therefore, Senju Gahara is eliminated. And going on to the next round, we have, are you ready? Tatsumaki from One Punch Man. Or Rin Tosaka from Fate Stay Night. Two tsunderes. Pretty difficult of a choice, isn't it now? Alright, based on beauty alone, we got Tatsumaki or Rin. Why do I torture you? This is the Waifu Wars. This is the ultimate Waifu Showdown. What were you expecting? Come on now. Me personally, I do like that classic, that classic Ultimate Territory, you know? I liked it so much I just spilled my creature energy drink all over me. Rin's color scheme. I do also quite like Rin's color scheme. Tatsumaki's hair just isn't doing it for me, you know? 10 seconds, newbies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You guys have decided on Rin from Fate Stay Night for this round. Now, your enjoyment of the story based on her presence. Tatsumaki or Rin? Who will win? So I have not watched a lot of One Punch Man, but I have watched a lot of Fate. So my vote does go to Rin, kind of just by default, personally. Fate Stay Night was my second visual novel ever. I forget it was a visual novel. Are we counting Rin as Eris Kigal? I do. I mean, I think of Eris Kigal whenever I think of Rin. Tatsumaki kind of reduces my enjoyment, honestly. Dang. Rigged match, but rigged in my favor. Seems like you guys definitely know who you want to win this time. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The newbies have voted. And the answer is Rin Tatsumaki. Or Tatsumaki? I just combined them. Rin Tosaka. There we go. So that means Tatsumaki is out of the Waifu Wars. And so, moving on next, we have 2B from Nier Automata? Or... This is a tough name. Vladilena Lena from 86. There we go. So obviously this is very, 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 very rigged. I vote 2B just every single time personally. Remember guys, this is the beauty question. Who is more beautiful? Is it 2B or Lena? Who could it be? You did not put Len up against 2B. This is rigged. Hey, man. I had to rig this. I had to rig this. Should have been 2B versus A2. Well, they can't be from the same thing. This is just a public execution. I mean, you know, they may be pretty similar in aesthetic. Kind of. Can't even see her eyes. Instance to qualify. See? Hard to tell who's more beautiful. You should have removed 2B's blindfold. She definitely looks way prettier. Well, you know, I had to even the playing field just a bit, you know? Would have been too easy with anyone else. This is only fair. This is going to be a slaughter and you know it. Well, I love a good slaughter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beauty! You have chosen 2B. Next we have your enjoyment of the story based off of her existence. Is it 2B or Lena? Now obviously, once again, I have to go with 2B. Even though, spoiler, she may or may not be around for all of the story, she definitely does contribute to my enjoyment of it, mostly through her relationship with 9S. But this is not an Nier Automata stream. Not this time. No, Lena in 86 doesn't happen. Well, there you go. You simps. Hashtag not rigged. Never rigged. Not on Blaze Live. Never. Gotta give it to 2B. I mean, technically her model was there till the end. I mean, haha, yeah, that's true. Chat reflects streamer. Hey man. Hey man, remember, I'm cool Blaze. Lena for the win. I don't know, seems like it's going in 2B's favor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer is 2B. She goes on to the next round. Sorry, Lena. Tonight's not your night. Alright, everyone. Next, we have... Are you ready? Homura from Eden Zero versus Sylphiette, specifically as Fitz from Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Now, I am a bit biased in this, but remember, I do not control what you guys vote. I personally pick Sylphiette because Sylphiette is quite beautiful. There is a reason that Rudius could never forget her. So, who is it? Who is the more beautiful? Is it Homura or Sylphie? And you might just strictly choose, because this is technically a bit of a trap answer. You might just choose Sylphie because you like boys. So go right ahead, because technically Sylphie as Fitz is pretending to be a boy. So, you know me and my affliction for, you know, delicate anime men. So... Sylphie is technically a trap. Sylphie is technically a trap, and aren't traps honestly just the most beautiful thing? Come on. Nothing wrong with people who like handsome or boyish ladies. Homura has bigger assets. Homura does have bigger assets. 10 more seconds, newbies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For the beauty portion, you have gone with Homura. But what about your enjoyment of the story, Ryubies? Who affects your enjoyment the most? Who makes you the most happy to watch? Is it Homura or Sylphie? And again, I have to give it to Sylphie. All of the parts with Sylphie, specifically, again, as Fitz, were wonderful. They were wonderful. Sylphie is very important to Rudius recovering from his ED. So, you know, she's a real one. A true homie. Yeah, Sylphie literally cured ED. So my vote is with Sylphie. My vote is with Sylphie. I have too much knowledge about Homura to fully sell in a short time. Ah, well. His what? Exactly. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You have chosen Sylphie. So now these girls are 1 for 1. So we must now vote who would make the better wife. Is it Homura or Sylphie? Now I personally know a lot about how Sylphie is as a wife, and all I'm gonna say is she does allow Rudius to have multiple wives, and she's a bit freaky. So there you go. Sylphie is literally an amazing wife. So you might want to vote in her favor if the judge can rig this at all. Or I'm not a judge. I mean, if the announcer can rig this at all. Rigged to my favor. A Sylphie sweep. Yeah, well, in this case, it is becoming a bit of a Sylphie sweep at the very end. Homura is a bit clumsy, has interesting taste in fashion, is an incredible warrior, and she sometimes speaks her thoughts out loud. We do love that in a girl. We do love that in a girl. But my heart is with Sylphie. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You guys have voted on Sylphie! And so, unfortunately, Homura is eliminated from this part of the match. Boom. We are now going to move on to the next set, which is our second to last. We have Hollow from Spice and Wolf, or Cattleya from Violet Evergarden. So on beauty alone, is it Hollow or Cattleya? Personally, come on. Miri is my legitimate wife, so, well, I kind of have to go with Hollow, even though Cattleya is stunning on the eyes, you know? But I have to go with what's familiar, I have to go with what's best. Fox Girls for the win. Fox Girls for the win. Hollow will lose for beauty likely, but I imagine she would win for the other two. Never know, never know. I never watched Spice and Wolf, but I love Dog Girls. Fox Girls, to be specific. Fox Goddess. Cattleya got that plot, but Fox Girls, man. I know, right? Guys, if you vote against Hollow, it's kind of like you're voting against Miri. Gotta be careful. Oh, she's a wolf, right. Oops. It's been a while since I watched wait, it's literally called Spice and Wolf. I'm a fake fan. Kill me now. Yeah, just a bit of a skill issue. Just a bit of a skill issue. Look, it's been a long time since I watched Spice and Wolf, alright? Yeah, cancel me. You can't cancel the announcer. Get out of here. You have 10 seconds, losers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You have voted on Hollow for the more beautiful of the two ladies. So now, deciding factor of if this will continue or not. Who affects your enjoyment more of the story? This might be a bit of a sweep simply because, well, one is kind of a bit of a main character. So what affects your enjoyment, Rubies? What affects your enjoyment? Is it Hollow? Or is it Cattleya? Ouch, yeah. It's just a little bit of a sweep. Just a little bit. Ouch. Yeah, Cattleya did only really have a fair chance in beauty. Mega oof. 10 more seconds, newbies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Votes are in. Hollow is the winner! Sorry, Cattleya. You must go. And now, to our final first round, we have Hibiki from How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift versus Noi from Dorohedoro. Honestly, this one was kind of just a random one. So, I tried my best. These were kind of the outliers, not gonna lie. So who will you select? Hibiki or Noi? For beauty. Now, me personally, I really do find Noi to be beautiful. I mean, covered in blood, the six-pack, and I mean, under that jacket, woo! Noi is my vote, that's for sure. I like the girl that will just kill me. I've only seen the left one, and it's the anime that gave me a reason to work out, so... Hibiki is the definition of lean muscle. Noi is 2 meters tall, by the way. She's literally a bit of a titan. But it looks like your guys' favor is going in the direction of Hibiki. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer is Hibiki for round 1. Next, who affected your enjoyment of the story more? Hibiki or Noi? Now, Noi really did get me laughing when Dorohedoro started. Me personally, Noi was good comic relief for me. I mean, her and Shin are just a really good partnership, let's be honest. Good water-flavored creature. Noi was amazing. Noi was amazing. Hibiki is a story. That's true, but was she what you enjoyed the most? Hibiki made weebs work out. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. Hibiki is winning the landslide. Oh boy, oh boy. We might have to say goodbye to Noi. We might have to say goodbye to Noi. Hibiki is a story and her nickname is technically One Punch Man. 10 seconds now, newbies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a Hibiki sweep! Noi is knocked out of the competition. How unfortunate. Now, are you ready to start over? Back with the waifus. We're going all the way back up. How are you guys feeling so far? How are we feeling so far? The criteria is still the same, guys. The criteria is still the same. How are we feeling? This has been a brutal battle, I will say. Quite the brutal battle. Round 2! Ding ding! We got Wiz from Konosuba versus Katarina from My Next Life as a Villainess. These are two very similar looking beauties, if I do say so myself. Their colors are almost the same. But who is truly the more beautiful of the two? Is it Katarina or is it Wiz? Again, for me, I just think I prefer Katarina more because, I mean, let's be honest. You can slap fat tits on any girl and call her more beautiful. But is she really more beautiful just because of those fun bags? I personally prefer Katarina. I like the hair out of the eye. I like the exposed forehead. But ahoges are a very strong character suit. But I really just, even though I usually don't like blue, the blue shades just work very well together for this. And the purple, well, I don't know. I guess maybe her design just seems a bit too saturated for me. I like the more subtle grayish tones in Katarina as opposed to the more bright tones in Wiz. And I just like Katarina's outfit better. It's an outfit that I would wear, you know? And I'd look good in it if it were red. It's actually very similar to mine. It just kind of looks like I don't have a collar like she does. Hiking can get tiring. Sometimes walking through the hills or plains are good enough. What? Oh, Katarina knows how to farm. She does. But does that have anything to do with her beauty? I'm sorry to say it, chat. Booba isn't everything. Booba is not everything. So now, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was very close, but you have selected Katarina as the more beautiful of the two. Now, who affected your enjoyment more in the story? Again, Katarina might be the main character, but she might not be your favorite character. So, Katarina or Wiz? Again, I think Katarina, as I haven't watched a lot of Konosuba, barely any really. Cause, I don't know, Konosuba's humor just wasn't my type, but maybe I'll get another try one day. But I do really like Katarina, but I don't have much to say on this, so maybe you guys should speak more. My case. Her nickname is Bakarina. Well, there you go. Not gonna lie, Wiz is far from my favorite character in Konosuba. But who do you love more of the two? Who do you love more of the two? I mean, she has the council of Katarina. That's true, that's true. I love Wiz. Wiz. Wiz is kind of mid in terms of Konosuba characters. Ooh, shots fired. 10 seconds, Rubies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's a Katarina sweep! Look at that. So it looks like Katarina is going on to the next round. Good voting. Good voting, Rubies. Unfortunately, Wiz is saying goodbye. Boom. Now, for the next round, we have Lucy or Pau. Who could it be? Who could it be? Who is more beautiful of the two? Now, while Pawu is beautiful in her own right, me personally, again, Lucy is just quite beautiful. Not just on design alone, just, you know, well, yeah, no, it's design. It's design alone. Let's be honest. None of us are looking respectfully at those vents. None of us. None of us. Not even me. Not even me. Technically speaking, Lucy is customizable, so her beauty is changeable. Fair enough, fair enough. I like scars, they're cool, just saying. I mean, yes, scars are pretty cool. Gotta go with Pawu. I love chicks with long black hair. Lucy's beautiful. Kinda like the moon, am I right? Ahahaha. It's fucking basic, but black is just a good color. I mean, hey, black hair is very, very, very attractive. I do agree with this. What sucks here is, if seen in the anime, Pawu is way better looking. The still image just doesn't do her justice. Lucy is pretty hot, though. Lucy is pretty hot, though. 10 seconds, rubies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You rubies have selected Lucy for the more beautiful of the two. But will she win in enjoyment of the story? She might. She might. Who greater attributed to your enjoyment? Those who know Pawu, stake your case before the newbies decide. Pawu is a married woman. Enjoyment. Yeah. Did I spell it wrong? No, I did okay. This time. Pawu had a fantastic redemption. Oh. She's a bit of a villain. Married women, my favorite. I mean, never mind. Pawu being a married woman won me over. Well, that might affect your enjoyment of the story, yeah. 10 seconds, rubies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have answered, rubies. And you have answered Lucy. It's a Lucy sweep. Sorry, Pawu. Now is not your time anymore. Quite unfortunate, but we must say goodbye to her. And there she goes. Next up, we have Makise from Steins Gate, or Rin Posaka from Fate Stay Night. Who is the more beautiful of these two waifus? Now, although I did go with Makise before, I kind of think Rin on this one. The ultimate territory really is just saving it. For me personally. Pain. Oh no. Yeah, this is a bit painful for some of you, I imagine. I voted against both last round, but I'm going Rin here. I have to avenge Senjogahara. Oh no. Rin because tsundere. But only on beauty? Based only on beauty alone? I mean, I guess you can see tsundere sometimes. Kurisu is like the goat. Rin only gets my vote because she has twin tails. Twin tails are quite powerful. Twin tails are quite powerful. 10 seconds left, doobies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You doobies have voted on Rin. The beauty goes to Rin this time around. But what about enjoyment of the story? Makise Rin. Now, I have to admit, I did really like Makise as a character in Steins Gate. So my vote, personally, would go for her. Because Rin is a good character, but I really do like Makise. Rin is way funnier. True, true. But I don't know. As much as I like tsundere girls, kudere girls do tend to have my heart. The more calm types. Calm, giant, weird nerd. I mean, she is a scholar, so I do give her that bit as well. She's a tsundere, but she's not like as big of a tsundere. Rin has a million versions and most of them are gods. Kurisu has a million versions and most of them die. That is true. In my case, there is a movie with Makise as its technical main character. Fair, fair. Vote for Rin because revenge. Alright. 10 seconds, rubies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It looks like this round is going to Makise. So now it's a 50-50. So the question becomes, who would actually make a better wife? Makise or Rin? Who is better wife material? I mean, Makise is super smart, and think about it. She's probably gonna get a job when she's your wife, and she could just pay for you your entire life because she's a scientist. So, yeah, I would want her as my wife. You want a tsundere wife? I don't know if you want a tsundere wife. I think what you want is a tsundere girlfriend that chills out and becomes a good wife. Because no one actually wants to constantly fight with their wife. Think about it. If you want to constantly fight with your wife, I don't know, man. Makise would bring home the money? She would. Rin comes from a rich family? Yeah, but they must have a bunch of traditions, and then you have to try to fit in. That just sounds annoying. Did you just imply that scientists have money? I mean, some scientists, okay? What if you're really into martial arts? I mean, you know. If you marry Rin, you have to contend with mages trying to kill you. If you marry Makise, you have to contend with shadowy government goons. You can't win. Both of these girls are a bit dangerous. 10 seconds left, UBs, for the final votes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Winning this round and taking this one out is Makise. Sorry, Rin. You're out of the competition. Quite unfortunate, but had to be this way. So this next one is personally going to really hurt my heart. And that is between 2B and Sylphiette. How did we wind up with the two very similar looking characters? They almost look like they could be from, I don't know, the same series but different artwork. So who's more beautiful, Rubies? Is it 2B or Sylphie? Now I have to admit, while I do really think 2B is quite attractive, I think Sylphie in this one, especially when dressed up as Fitz, because again, nothing better than a trap. So, I have to go with Sylphie. But you guys look like you're disagreeing. We gotta eliminate 2B so Sylphie can become the new 9S. I mean, she does kind of look like 9S, just elf 9S. In like, she looks like fantasy 9S, let's be honest. trap buff bigger than Nier buff? I might have to say yes. I might have to say yes. Gee whiz, 2B is going to win. I don't know. Or the elf going to come in clutch. 2B just says peak aesthetic. Yes, but I mean, personally, my favorite character from Nier Automata isn't even 2B. It's 9S. So the fact that Sylphiette looks more like 9S than 2B does makes me, you know, automatically project 9S. So, really, I'm voting for 9S. A stand-in 9S. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You voted for 2B, as far as the more beautiful in this round. But what about enjoyment of the story? Is it 2B or Sylphie? Will Sylphie get the ED buff again? And I mean, personally for me, yeah, she does. I think Sylphie was a very great part of the second season of Mushoku Tensei. And while 2B is very, very, very important to Nier Automata, 9S actually gives me more enjoyment. So now 9S is, again, kind of working against 2B, but not in the case that it was before. Sylphie only wins in being an actual wife. I don't know, man. Get you a girl that either traumatizes you severely or cures your ED. And lets you have 3 wives. So... Would 9S be interesting if it wasn't for 2B? Fair point. Very fair point. Get yourself a girl who's literally programmed to kill you. Exactly. Alright, 10 seconds. It looks like it's gonna be a sweep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unfortunately for me, but rather fortunately because I love her anyways, 2B from Nier Automata wins this round. I'm sorry, Sylphie. You gotta go. And the last pair up of round 2 is Hollow from Spice and Wolf, or Hibiki, who needs to do a little bit of a scooch over. Oops, never mind. Hollow's doing the scooch. Is it Hibiki or Hollow, guys? Vote now. Who is the more beautiful of these two wonderful ladies? Real intense music just for this vote. Who's more beautiful? Hibiki or Hollow? They literally have inverted color schemes. They do, they do. Now for me, again, Hollow, because looks like Miri, even though Wolf. I like the red eyes. Red eyes on an anime girl are just mwah as well, you know? And I don't know, I prefer the delicate flow of her, you know? I do like muscly women, but in this case, I don't know. It's really hard to choose. I'm having trouble, guys. Good thing I'm not the one picking. No bias, no bias. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You rubies have voted, and the answer is now Hollow for the beauty part of this contest. But what about enjoyment of the story? Hollow or Hibiki? Hibiki or Hollow? Who greater affected your enjoyment of the story? Now I'm gonna sit this one out because I haven't actually seen the Dumbbell anime, but I have seen Spice and Wolf. So I'm gonna be quiet because, you know, I don't want to skew you guys too much. What the dog doing? The dog is doing, I guess. Spice and Wolf is the greatest romance story ever. Hibiki is the protagonist. Honestly, both plot-wise are important and fun. Well, who's more fun? Who is more fun? More plot, so by default, kind of. Fair enough, fair enough. I thoroughly enjoyed my microeconomics course with Hollow. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is Hollow! We've got a Hollow sweep. Sorry, Hibiki. You're out of here. Womp, 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 womp. Are you guys ready for the third round? It's getting shorter. It's getting more intense. Are you ready? How we feeling now? I just... Did I accidentally delete someone or did I mess up? 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, I did. So I messed up. I should have had another waifu. Oops. Yeah, chat's choice. There's no scuff. I know how to count. Look, guys, this was just a math problem at the end of the day, and that's why I messed up. No, we're not having a retrial. Okay, how about this? We'll have a lightning round. We'll have a lightning round, guys. We'll have a lightning round. Between these five, who do you want to vote out? Who do you want to vote out? Wait, will that even work? I don't know how math works. Wait, so if there's 2, and then there's 2, and then there's 3 left. Oh, I see where I messed up. Well, who do you want to vote out? Katarina Clays. Lucy. Makise. I almost called her Makima. 2B. Or Hollow. Put 2 and let us pick and eliminate one at a time. That is true. That is another way to do it. You're right. You are right. You are totally correct. See, this is a math problem at the end of the day. Anyways, I'm super cool Blaze, and I definitely don't have math problems just like the rest of them. Let's go with that idea. That's a good idea. Put 2 and let us pick and eliminate one at a time. That's a good one. So we're gonna go with the first pair up, which is Katarina Clays versus Lucy. Who would you like to vote out? Who would you like to stay? Katarina or Lucy? Who will stay? Now it's just straight up. Who do you like more? Screw the rules. We're going AWOL because Blaze can't do math. I mean, cool Blaze. Bye, Katarina. Oof. Yes, this is a vote for who stays. Got some Katarinas, got some Lucys. I'm sorry, Katarina. I'll give you a bit more time. I'll give this more time than usual. Please, let her stay. Let's see. Let me try to make a case for both of these as why they should stay. I believe Lucy could stay because, well, you know, she is very beautiful, and she would probably make a very good wife. But, you know, know. Should she stay? Should she? Katarina also would probably make a very good wife. I mean, she cooks. She wants to learn how to do things. She's hardworking. But should she stay? Should she? 10 more seconds, rubies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You rubies have voted on Lucy to stay in the fight. Katarina, hasta la vista. There she goes. Next up, versus Lucy. Is this even fair if we're doing it against Lucy? Or do I do this? Makise Kurisu versus 2B. I'm switching it up on the fly. You can't tell me what to do, chat. 2B versus Makise Kurisu. Who will stay in the competition? Will it be 2B or Makise? There's no more rules, only chaos! This is the ultimate waifu showdown. You thought there would be rules? No! Kurisu be gone. Dang. You vote 2B out to fight against the rigging. The match I've been dreading. Even some epic music that kind of sounds like Nier. Let's go. I'm sorry, 2B, I really am. I won't back down. Makise wins this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer has come down to 2B. Goodbye, Makise. Goodbye. And now we will have a grand 3v3 between Lucy, 2B, and Hollow. Who will be the ultimate winner? 2B, Lucy, Hollow, Lucy, 2B. Who will it be? Vote now. Who should win? Who should lose? The most intense battle of the night. The ultimate waifu will be revealed after this. Also, by the way, the reason 2B is even allowed in this competition is because, yeah, Nier Automata has an anime and it's basically the same as the game. So, if you've played Nier Automata, you've technically watched the anime. Don't worry about it. Well, technically, 2B does have more of a character in the anime. It's a long story. We're not going to talk about it right now. We don't have time for Nier stuff. Lucy, like they said, she's customizable. She is customizable, but 2B is probably also customizable. She's a full-on robot. It's rigging. It's not rigged. It's literally the same. If anything, the anime focuses less on 2B. Can't believe this. Hollow wins. Personality, looks, and more. Yes, consider everything, guys. Consider everything. Consider beauty. Consider your enjoyment of the story. And consider if she would actually make a good wife. Hollow can teach you microeconomics. Lucy is customizable and can take you to the moon. And 2B will literally, probably, well, no, she died. Spoilers. Whoops. Well, I was gonna say she saved the world, but not really, did she? Not really. I mean, she kind of tried, though, at least. Remember, 2B is a liar and hid things from 9S. That is true. That is true. She dies? I mean, what? No, never. 2B never dies. Damn it. Whoops. Forget I ever said that! Woo! I'm lying. I'm a liar. I'm Cool Blaze. Cool Blaze lies. Remember that, guys? Cool Blaze can't do math, and lies. Mm-hmm. Tubi's very alive and well. Alright. Rubies. You have 10 more seconds. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. At 69 votes in, the winner is Hollow. Your grand winner, everybody! Behold her. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful? This is the result of the wars! She drags her way to the top with your help. Good job, Bubies. You've selected the ultimate waifu. By the way, all of these waifus tonight were chosen by you Ryubies. The only one that was picked by me, well, was 2B. Tried to rig the game! Come on, guys. Of course I had to. Of course I had to try. Most honorable mention, Pau. For any of you who did not get in, I apologize. I sincerely apologize. But there were quite a lot of entries, and I did try to pick ones that most people would at least know. There were a few unknowns, of course, but there were a lot of niche ones. I'm actually quite surprised with what you guys picked. Still salty that Bacarina lost. Ah, yes. I'm sorry it had to end this way. But now, we have our winner. She's very, very lovely. Let's go chill with our winner on another screen. Alright, guys. Let's go chill with our winner waifu. Good job, guys. You did great. You did amazing. You voted well. You voted amazingly. Now let me get the winner in here. Let's get the winner in here. Where is she? There she is. Oops, I squished her. There, I'll put her right here in between us so you guys can sniff her hair. Sit her on the gaming throne? You want me to revoke my chair privileges? I think not. I think you guys are just mad because I'm sitting with your waifu. Here she is. She's real. She exists. Oh my god, your waifu came to lifeu. And guess what? Guess what, chat? Guess what? I'm gonna steal her. She's mine! Ha 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 ha! You thought this would be your waifu? No, never. This was just a contest so I could take your best and final waifu. Good night, Ryubies. I'm stealing your waifu. Goodbye! Good night! Ha! We are going to raid, and there's nothing you can do! Ha 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 ha. We are going to go raid my dear wonderful sister, Sky Shinryu. She's playing some guitar ukulele karaoke. And you guys can go cry there. Wow, wow. Your sister stole my waifu. Too bad! Good night. Ha ha ha. And also, before I do go, thank you for the super chats that I could not read off during the stream because things were, you know, a bit heated, a bit too intense. I will address those now. I did not forget. So, thank you so much for the super chat, Vigrid. No to be. Well, you got what you wished for. You got what you wished for. And now, me and your waifu are gonna go have some fun. Bye, losers! Ha 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 ha!